Good morning.
Hi, Raghav. So we will wait for 2 more minutes for others to join, and then we will start our demo session. So we will give a couple of minutes for others to join.
Sure.
Once again, welcome everyone. Welcome to Isha Training Solutions. So we'll wait for another 1 more minute for the learners to join. Uh, we are expecting a little more learners to join. So we'll wait for extra 1 more minute, and then we'll start our demo session. Thank you. Okay. Let's get started. Good morning, everyone. Myself, Saravanan. So I'm going to take you through this entire learning of performance engineering. So I have close to 14 years of experience in this stream of work. I know various performance engineering tools, performance testing tools. I have a wide range of experience in working with multiple customers. So what we are going to do in this learning, basically we are going to learn performance engineering core concepts, and then we are also going to cover during interviews what are all the questions usually you will get. So that kind of a preparation will be there in this learn. So why we have to learn this performance engineering session? That is actually a very important question, right? Because uh, uh, performance testers, they are already doing certain activity in performance engineering side. Why they have to learn additional things? Why have they have to learn additional things? In that way, in that understanding only, we are going to learn this entire performance engineering content. Okay. Without wasting further time, I'm going to launch the course content. We are going to discuss what are all the course content that we are going to discuss as part of this course journey. So, as I'm encouraging each and every one of you, please ask your question, because this demo session is actually happening because you guys are evaluating us to before joining in this session. So please ask your question, get the clarity, and then we'll move on. Okay. So you have to clearly understand whatever the content that we are discussing. That is very important. So I encourage everyone to ask a question. Okay, so first one is performance engineering introduction, because there is a understanding uh, with the people that what is performance engineering means. They will give you a different perspective altogether. But if you are asking me, performance engineering is something that you are trying to find the optimization logic. Okay, how you are going to optimize your application. It may be in any side. Okay, it may be browser side, it may be application side, it may be database side, it may be infrastructure side, anyway. But performance engineering, what it is actually trying to do, it is trying to fine tune certain things, optimize certain things. That is what is actually happening in the performance engineering activity. So performance testing, what is actually doing, performance engineering, what it is actually doing. Performance testing is only testing the application. It is only testing the application. It will only tell you there is a problem. But performance engineering is not like that. It is going to fix the problem or identify the problem, identify the root cause, provide the recommendations. All those things are happening in the performance engineering side. Okay. Say a typical example, you guys are doing performance testing. You guys are doing performance testing, and you are saying a search transaction which is actually taking 10 seconds. A search transaction which is actually taking 10 seconds. Okay. So if you are telling this number to your developer or a stakeholder, search transaction is actually taking 10 seconds. What they will reply, guys? What they will reply? Anybody can answer?
Yes, they will ask further why this transaction is so high,
Yeah,
bottleneck behind these things.
correct, correct, Rahul. So they will ask, right? Like if you are saying such transaction is actually taking 10 seconds, then they will ask, where is the 10 second? Is it in the browser layer, or is it in the app server? Is it in the DB server? Is it in the infrastructure? Where? That is the question they will ask, right? You cannot simply say the transaction is actually taking 10 seconds. That is not the right way to provide your numbers. So, performance testing is actually saying the number. There is a response time. There is a hits per second, throughput, errors per second. Like that, it will only provide you the number. But performance engineering is not like that. Performance engineering should say the logical reason for the problem. Where is the problem? You are going to use either profiling tool, or you are going to use an APM tool, or you are going to use a utility tool, or you are going to use some process and concepts to identify or optimize the problem. Okay, that is how performance engineering comes into the picture. Performance engineering comes into the picture. That understanding is actually missing. Most of us, they are not actually properly defining what is performance engineering. So that is what we are going to discuss in the introduction part. Okay, performance engineering introduction. So introduction to performance engineering, and then performance engineering life cycle. Any activity that you are doing, okay, it may be development. In development, what is there? Software development life cycle. Okay, testing. Software testing life cycle. Okay, performance testing. Performance testing life cycle. So each and every activity that you do, there is a life cycle. There is a life cycle. Similarly, performance engineering is also having a life cycle. Okay, right from the requirement analysis till the production deployment, you have a life cycle activity. So that also we are going to discuss in our course journey. Because say, I know in this forum, if someone is going for any interview, okay, they are going for any interview. If somebody is asking, tell me about yourself, tell me about yourself, what performance testers will usually do, you know, they are going to explain, tell me about yourself by keeping something in their mind. lifecycle. What is that? PTLC. Performance testing lifecycle only they will explain during the telling about your what they will say. I will collect the requirement. I will prepare the test plan. I will do the scripting. I will do the execution. I will do the reporting. All those things only they will summarize during the tell me about yourself session. So similarly, performance engineers also should say what are all the activities that you will do. Means they have to explain performance engineering lifecycle. Now is that audible?
Sir, voice is echoing, means it is not clear. Kind of echoing. There is some disturbance.
Now it's clear.
Yeah, it's a bit better. It seems like you are far from the mic. It looks
No,
like.
I'm using my headsets only. It is very closer to my mouth only. Yeah.
So now it is a bit clear. Yeah.
Okay. Okay then. Yeah. So performance engineering life cycle we are going to discuss in detail. Okay. And then activities performed by performance engineer. Because sometimes this question is also coming from the learners. Sir, you tell me, sir, what are all the list of activities performed by the performance engineers? So we are also going to follow the same, sir. You tell me the list of activities. So that we are going to discuss activities performed by performance engineer. Okay. So introduction part we are going to cover introduction of performance engineer, performance engineering, and then life cycle, and then activities performed by performance engineers. Okay. Introduction we are getting the basic understanding of performance engineering means what. Okay. Next, a core concept is actually discussed, which is actually your Java performance engineering concept. Java performance engineering concept. So, with respect to Java, we are going to learn the depth of it. Okay, we are going to learn the depth of it. So, we are going to learn JVM architecture, Java virtual machine architecture, because all your Java program that are running on a JVM, all your Java program that are running on a JVM. So that JVM understanding you should have. Okay, Java virtual machine understanding you should have. So we are going to understand the architecture in detail. We are going to understand the architecture in detail. Actually, there are sub topics are there. I mean, what is class loader subsystem? What is your method area, heap area, stack area, PC register, jet compiler, or all your individual components in your JVM architecture we are going to discuss, because when you are doing your JVM monitoring, this understanding will definitely help you. This understanding will definitely help you. That is the reason we are learning this JVM architecture. Okay. Once we are understanding the JVM architecture, why we are doing that? Because we wanted to do the JVM monitoring, JVM performance monitoring. Actually, this can be done in multiple ways. Okay, monitoring can be done in multiple ways. We are going to see different tools for that. Different tools for that. What we are going to learn? There is a utility tool called JVisualVM, JConsole. These are the two utility tools which are inside the JDK folder we are going to learn. Okay, JVisualVM, JConsole. These two things we are going to learn. Okay, so what we are going to learn using this tool? We are going to have an understanding of heap analysis, thread analysis, and even garbage analysis using these tools. Okay, JVisualVM. Through that, we are going to learn heap analysis. I mean your memory analysis, thread analysis, number of threads that are running, and then with the real world example, that is very important, right? Because you guys are going to learn this concept After learning this concept, you guys are going to implement in your real world. In your real world, you have to implement it, means you should have a hands-on experience, right? So here we are going to learn that using the hands-on experience. Hands-on experience means I am going to provide you a sample application. That sample application you are going to configure in your local machine. Through that only you are going to learn this entire concept. Okay, so we are going to learn JVisual VM and JControl. With the real world example, we are going to learn the heap analysis, thread analysis, even to an extent of garbage analysis. Everything we are going to learn. Okay, I'll take a pause here. Any question guys till now? Anybody have any questions till now?
No, sir. I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. So, and then, yes, we learned this heap analysis, thread analysis using a open source utility tool I told you, right? So we wanted to learn one more tool, which is actually a commercial solution. Commercial solution is actually your get Java profiler, so YJP. So that also we are going to learn with the practical example we are going to learn. And then the important concept is actually your JVM heap structure. JVM heap structure. Actually, heap structure in the sense like how garbage collection is actually working in your Java. We are going to discuss. Okay, that is very important, right? Because in Java, you are going to develop your application. Once you are developing your application, how your application is actually used and how the memory consumption is actually happening. If your memory consumption is happening in so and so pattern, how the application is behaving. Okay, behaving in the sense like it is working good or working bad, right? So that also you are going to identify. For that, you should have an understanding of what is hidden space, what is survivor space, what is tenured space. All those things you should have an understanding. Even you should have an understanding of what is young generation, what is old generation, what is sperm generation. If you are using your application, so when your minor GC is actually happening, when your major GC is actually happening, when the full GC will happen, at how many minor GC, how many major GC, how many full GC, all those concepts we are going to discuss with the practical understanding. With the practical understanding. That also we are going to learn as part of the Java performance engineering. Java performance engineering. And one more thing is heap setting. I don't know how many of them in this group you guys are working in Jmeter tool. Jmeter tool. In Jmeter, if you wanted to run a large volume performance testing, if you wanted to run a large volume performance testing, what you guys can do? Anybody can answer?
Yeah, we have to increase the heap size in JVM.
Yeah, correct. So you have to increase the heap size in the JVM. There is a settings that is actually available. Say like I'll show you. You will go to your Jmeter folder. And you will go to jmeter.batch file. So you will find the word XMS. XM. You will find the word XMS. So, I mean, this is a default value that is available in Jmeter. Default value. Okay, right now, the default value is actually 1 GB. The default value is actually 1 GB. But if you want to override the value also, you can override the value. Okay. So if you wanted to override the value in the sense like you can modify the value of min size and max size. You can modify the value of min size and max size. Okay, based on the available RAM size, you can modify your min size and max size. So this is just an example, basically. Just an example in Jmeter how we are actually validating your min size and max size. The same scenario is suitable for all the places. I mean, all the places in the sense like all your Java program, you have the option to modify the min value and the max value. Okay, all the places you can modify the min value and the max value. Okay, so JVM setting. Why we are doing this? You wanted to increase your user base, or you wanted to increase your end user using your application. That time you can play around with the heap setting of your JVM. Min size and max size. XMS means min size. XMX means max size. So min size and max size of your heap can be defined using this arguments. Okay, I'll take a pause here. Any question guys still now?
Uncle this side, I have one question.
Yeah,
Okay,
Ankur.
so like um one question which has been asked with me that suppose we are running our Java application, okay, if application is based on Java, okay, so we are going to use these tools. Suppose the application is .NET based. In that case, or will there be any thread or heap analysis? What we can use in that terms?
Yeah, that is actually a different process. Okay, .NET is also having the tools like debug diag, WinDBG, ANS profiler, like that. Different tool set is actually there. Okay, there you can do the similar understanding. Similar understanding can be done in the
Okay,
.NET as well. Okay, so right now,
okay,
see, if you are keep on adding multiple things, it will go for 50 hours, 60 hours like that. The course journey will be very, very long, right? So we wanted to have an optimal course journey with the
mm,
maximum coverage of the performance engineering concept. That is the reason we added the Java performance engineering concepts. Okay, so in Isha, you will find a different course where you can find the .NET Performance Engineering as well. Okay.
okay. No,
Yeah.
my question is just like on a point of curiosity because I thought GC collections will be same on the system, not on based on application type. So that is the reason I want to get to know.
Java, Java separate garbage collection concept. .NET
Mm-hmm.
separate garbage collection concept. But fundamentally, if you go, I mean, you go to the depth of the understanding, both are looks to
Mm-hmm.
be same only. Only thing is the naming convention. Okay, only thing is naming convention. Here you will be using young generation, old generation, firm generation in Java. In
Uh-huh.
.NET, you will be using Zen 0, Zen 1, Zen 2 collections. Generation 0, Generation 1, Generation 2 collection. So that's actually a slight naming convention difference, but fundamentally it looks to be the same thing. In Java, it is actually working in this fashion. I mean, young generation, old generation, and firm generation. Okay.
Okay. Okay. And one more question I have this is Java is the measure and measure of the application and .NET has a measure of application. Okay. Suppose these days one more programming language is coming up like we know the Python is capturing the market. So are we going to have a different same thing or we can say the different garbage collection for the
Every language that you are writing, their
Mhm.
internal things will always be there. Okay, but
Okay, okay,
I would say it is not something that straight away going to take the market. It is not going to happen.
okay.
Java
Hmm.
will be there. Always Java will be there. Okay.
No, I totally agree on that. I just want to know, like, suppose
Yeah, yeah.
a Python programming comes up, okay, we are doing a performance on it, and then we need to analyze the heap dump and all those. So and the same concept will also be there, but we'll be having a different tool for analyzing those, right?
But how we are using is also important, right? If you are,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you are trying to completely develop the application
Mm-hmm.
in Python itself, or it is kind of a hybrid thing that you are trying to use it. Okay, so but
Okay.
answer to your question, uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, every language that we are having, there will be a concepts associated. Okay, it is not like independently it is not going to do anything, but there will be concepts
Mm-hmm.
associated. But how we are implementing is actually important. Okay, the
Okay.
even garbage collection is a concept available in every language. Okay, so which
Okay.
means that it is available there also. But
Mm-hmm.
now, if you consider Java is actually leading the market, that's the reason we added this concept. Okay,
No, I totally agree on that part. I totally.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Guys, everybody able to hear my voice clearly, guys? Everybody able to
yes.
hear my.
Yeah. I'm able to hear your voice clearly.
Yeah, Neil, then you check from your end, Neil and Yamini. Maybe you need to check from your end what is actually happening, because rest all hearing clearly this one. Okay,
Okay.
you can join back maybe. You can join back. I mean, once again
Yeah,
also.
yeah, sure. Let me try. Sure, sure.
Yeah, yeah. Sure. So I'm sitting in an empty room. Nobody is here, and I'm speaking through a headset as well. So obviously it will be loud and clear only. If something is actually disturbing from your end, I think you can rejoin one more time. Sometimes this network glitch will be there. Okay. So the next important topic. This is also every interview they will ask the question related to this topic. Different type of garbage collection. Okay. So you should have an understanding what is serial GC, what is parallel GC, what is concurrent mark sweep GC, what is G1 GC. Like that, you should have an understanding. Okay, serial GC means what, parallel GC means what, concurrent mark sweep means what, G1 GC means what, which application using what garbage collection. Serial GC, if you are using, how your application will be. Parallel GC means what? Concurrent mark and sweep, if you are using in your application, how the application will behave. G1 GC, which is garbage first garbage collection. If you are using G1 GC, how your application will be. Actually, just now I showed you, right? Like Jmeter batch file I opened, right? I don't know how many of you observed this. Anyone knows what garbage collection algorithm used by Jmeter?
G1 GC.
G1 GC. Yeah. So your Jmeter is actually using G1 GC, garbage first garbage collection. So nowadays I would say mostly everybody is actually using G1 GC only, but you should have an understanding why we have to use G1 GC, why not other garbage collection algorithm. Okay. So that is how our learning we are going to do it. Okay. This is for the reference. Jmeter is actually using G1 GC, garbage first garbage collection. How G1 GC is actually different from your CMS or serial GC or parallel GC, how it is actually working, all those explanation we are going to discuss in our course journey. We are going to discuss in our course journey. Okay. What is our next topic? Thread pooling concept. Okay. Thread pooling. Instead of creating new threads, currently I don't want to create new threads. Instead of it, I'm going to prepare a threads beforehand itself. Okay, thread pooling beforehand itself, I'm going to create it and then I'm going to use it. That is actually we are going to discuss in the thread pooling concepts. In that, thread pool means what, core pool size means what, pool maximum size means what, bounded queue means what, unbounded queue means what. like that we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss in detail with example. We are going to discuss, and then JDBC connection pooling. Okay, the same concept in database, how it is actually working. I mean, how we are going to connect your each and every client database to your connection pooling. That also we are going to discuss. And then in a detailed way, we are going to discuss about thread pool. Sorry, thread dump. Thread dump. So in this section, what we will do, I will show you first what is thread dump, what is your thread life cycle. Thread life cycle is a very important interview question. Usually people will ask, can you explain the thread life cycle? So that is also a very important interview question. And then various options in which you are going to capture your thread dump using different utility options. You are going to trigger the thread dump. Once you are capturing the thread dump, how you are going to analyze it? Either you are going to use online utility tools like fastthread.io. There is a tool called fastthread.io. Or you are going to use your manual way of analyzing. There is a manual way as well. So how to analyze it manual way, how to analyze it in the online utility tool way, like that we are going to discuss about thread dump analysis. Similarly, heap dump. We are going to discuss about what is heap dump and various tools to capture it, how to capture it, and then analyze your heap dump. Heap dump can be analyzed in multiple ways. I'm going to explain like Heap Hero. There is a tool called Heap Hero, and even you can use any tools like JVisual VM. Through the JVisual VM also you can analyze your heap dump. So in a different way we are going to analyze your heap dump as well. And then garbage collection. So how you are going to configure your JVM arguments? Okay, JVM arguments. Okay, say like example, this is my Apache Tomcat server. Okay, this is my Apache Tomcat server. Inside that, there is a file name called catalina.batch, which is a startup file. Okay, my server startup file is this file only. Inside that file, you can add different JVM arguments. So these are JVM arguments. Okay. So in Java, if you wanted to use the default behavior, you don't want to add any argument. But if you wanted to override certain things, you can add the arguments here. So this arguments will override your default behavior, and you can use it for your own need. So how we are configuring this JVM argument to collect your garbage collection log, and what are all the different arguments that you can add so that you can get a detailed log. That also we are going to discuss, and we are going to analyze your GC logs. Okay, with the different techniques you are going to analyze it. How there is a tool called GCEC, and also there is one more tool called GC Viewer. So that also we are going to learn in this section. In this section, we are going to learn in a detailed way how you are going to analyze your garbage collection log. First of all, we are going to collect the log, and then we are going to analyze the log. That is how we are going to discuss in a detailed way. I'll take a pause here. Any question guys till now? Anybody have any question?
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah, Megha.
So for thread analysis, will you be covering manual analysis or just for tool analysis only?
Manual analysis also we are going to cover. Both the things.
Okay. And for heap analysis, will you be covering Eclipse Mat tool as well?
That's the reason I told you I'm going to use Heap Hero and then JVisual VM. Mat Analyzer is also similar thing only. Okay, if you wish, we can add that as well. Because Mat Analyzer, if you upload the log, it straight away provide your problems. That's all. It will give you problems. You are going to read the problem. So we can do that as well, Mega. No problem.
And
Okay, yeah.
hi, I'm
Thank
Namrata.
you.
I have a question.
Namrata, yeah.
So I was wondering, do you also use a performance monitor just in case, to give like a basic and an understanding of that, whatever we can
Oh,
access?
performance monitor in the sense like you are talking about Dynatrace tool or AppDynamics
Um,
tool.
yeah, I mean any tool like Dynatrace or AppDynamics or anything.
So if I scroll down, look at here, seventh topic.
Okay, so you will be doing
Yeah,
Dynatrace.
yeah.
Okay. So
It
will
is
there be
based
any
on.
lab kind of an experiment for us too? Or is this just like, just listening to whatever you show us?
No, actually, what I will do, I will explain the process of deploying the app, deploying the agents and everything, and I will
Mhm.
share these things to you as well. And you have
Okay.
to set it up in your machine. Whenever I'm completing the session, that day you are going to parallelly work in that, and then if you are facing any problem, next day morning you are going to bring the questions. That's how it works.
Okay.
Okay, so if you are facing any problem in the installation configuration itself, either me or my team will connect your machine and then we'll try to resolve the problem during the day session. Or if you
Okay.
wanted to collect your question and then bring it on to discuss in the forum, that is also fine. Both the way we can do.
Okay.
Because there are people, they'll say like, no sir, offline I will discuss with you sir, I don't want to discuss in the forum. But there are people, they'll say no sir, everyone should get the benefit. If you are discussing this, everyone will get a good understanding of this tool, so we'll discuss in the forum sir. So it's about the individual, so it's your interest, either this can be done in the offline mode or on the online mode. Either way is fine for you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.